that's why we decided to have an APAC HR community, and that's the first external manifestation of this is this program today. We plan to have similar programs in Bangalore and Mumbai too, where the HR fraternities, we would like to assemble them and similar forum discuss the best practices. Sugandh has been leading our HR initiatives, so I'd like to ask you to come on stage. And many of you would be familiar with her. She has come from an HR background. So some of the initiatives, apart from the conference, throughout the year, we would be organizing different interactions, deliberations, interviews, roundtables, webinars, so that the HR sort of one gets into the inherent DNA of the organization, and more importantly, it helps the connects that we were talking about different communities. Make that connect better and improve the quality of that connection. So, Sugandh, you might join us here. So, keeping that in mind, that's the purpose of this first conference, and maybe a couple of words I'd ask Sugandh to say on this.
Well, sir, thank you so much. There isn't anything much on a specific basis, if I say, which is left. But something I would like to relay an emphasis on until I started to write on the HR fraternity is what I actually got to understand that there are so many layers involved in the HR community. Honestly, from an employee's perspective, I also had this thought in the backdrop that HRs are only there to have rangoli competitions within an organization. What is an extra work that they do? But since the term in itself, human resource, it comprises of the fact that there is a management, there is a fraternity who are managing tons of workforce across organizations and in a very seamless and systematic manner. And there, as I said, there are a lot of layers which are involved. But what I also understood is until and unless there is a talent pipeline or there is a workforce, an HR would also not sustain. It is it is a segment or a vertical which is interdependent on each other. Workforce and HR goes actually hand in hand. Surprisingly, uh, while I've been speaking to CHROs across verticals, from the government to PSUs to corporates all these years, a pain point now which I am understanding is HRs are also facing talent crunch. Talent crunch in terms of not people wanting to get into the workforce, but actually retaining them. Retaining them is actually a challenge since there is a new term of work life balance that has entered into the lives of employees, and they feel that work also needs to be aligned and assigned along with their family needs or their personal needs. Now that is a challenge. How that is a challenge is because while HRs are given a specific agenda throughout the year on what they need to meet and how they need to meet, they actually have to align the workforce to get their work done and to actually showcase the fact that a certain amount of workforce which is existing within an organization, they actually have the onus of proving their acumen also. So as an employee, as much as I am working and fulfilling my duties, if my HR is not able to present it to the management that we do require her skill sets, we do require her expertise into the segment, and that is why we are required to retain him or her within the organization, which is actually a pain point. And with the coming in of AI, now employees like me, they always feel that they're going to eat up our jobs in times to come because the work that we do, the laborious work that we do, is actually getting converted into a tech assessment. But what I've felt is, while I've been speaking and interacting with HRs, they say that the human touch can never dissolve. We would always require our organizations to have faces. If everything becomes robotic, then there is no point of actually creating a culture within organizations wherein employees feel valued. And value can only be created once employees feel satisfied that they are required within an organization. So as much as AI is a segment or a new, I would say, a partner to an employee that could ease their work, but employees should never feel that their work or their expertise is no more required, because as we are in the era of AI, and we say that upskilling is the need of the hour, now upskilling for an employee is now important, because apart from just being or just doing their usual duties, now they require to do some extra work as well in order to sustain themselves within an organization. And then, I mean, I wouldn't say it's an expert, but it's something which is in collaboration with what's already been going on. There is a huge need to retain talent, and at APAC, my aim is to create a community which is solution oriented. I do not just want, or I just do not aim to have this vertical as any other vertical in any other media organization, but to actually make it a solution oriented one wherein HRs also feel like, visiting the website, visiting the segment like a Bible, so that if they're facing some day to day challenges, they might get some, solutions or some responses from veteran HR leaders or existing HR leaders on how are they managing it. So as Rajneesh sir clearly said that, we are having our own podcasts. We are continuously upgrading our editorial segment with interviews, with author articles and everything else. So basic my aim in HR, APEC HR, is to have a Bible created for the CHROs and the workforce, wherein their experiences are being listed and the storytelling is woven in such a matter that it's just not an interview or just not a solution oriented website, but it's a story wherein HRs can also relate to it, that it's not just us who are facing this issue, and if this organization has dealt it this way, why not us? So that's it from my end. I hope that all my CHROs, all my people of the HR fraternity, we're able to engage them in all our upcoming ventures. So as Sir said, this is our first edition. We'll be going different metro cities, Bombay, Hyderabad, Bangalore, and since we've begun this journey with you, so we would like to take you to all places with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.